This video is going to be full of charm bracelets. I'm going to show you a few different ways to make different types of charm bracelets. Hi everyone, welcome to the very first video here on SoCraftastic for 2026. I am wearing the same dress that I happen to wear to bring in one of the most magical years of my entire life. So I'm hoping that it will work its magic yet again for 2026 and SoCraftastic can be so much better this year than it was last year. This video is going to be full of charm bracelets, which will include this lovely metal bow charm variation. I think I have over 60 of these at the moment. These are some new ones I've been making especially for this video. They are infinity charm bracelets. And this is going to be packed full of action because not only am I going to show you tutorials, we're also going to get into these 3 kits, do an unboxing and a demo of the different things that you can make with these AutoLoom mini kits here. Even though they're mini, you can make quite a few bracelets. And no, this is not an ad for Rainbow Loom. I did do some work for them last year and I don't know if I'll do any this year, but I'm just doing this because I want to. So these 3 kits here have different types of charms. I'm going to show you how to use them all, and I'm also going to show you every single thing that is inside each of these. If you missed out on the previous Rainbow Loom video, I showed over 100 bracelets in that video and taught you how to make a few different styles of beaded rubber band bracelets. It was fun. I have so many different colors of Rainbow Loom bands now, including these. And this container that I knew was broken because I dropped it, yet I just made all the bands go everywhere again. Oh no! Okay, so without further ado, let's make some charm bracelets. Ready? Yay! All right, let's go. Out of these 3 kits, Cutie Club is up first, which comes in this really cute little case. Cute. Cute. Let's open it up. And inside there's a little instruction sheet, 5 different colors of rubber bands, this pretty pink AutoLoom. I will show you how to use it later in the video if you're not familiar, and this pack of acrylic charms in various colorful designs. As you can see, I dumped them out and am arranging them as aesthetically as possible. Well, until Phoenix came along and swiped the smiley sun, then shuffled and stole the heart with drips. Yeah, as in drip dropped right down to the floor. He is so pleased with himself too, look at him. But really though, he has great taste because this charm is actually one of my top 3 favorites from this kit. Oh, what are yours? Even though this kit comes with an AutoLoom, I'm actually going to be demonstrating the first bracelet design using 2 pegs of a mighty loom and a plastic hook. I'm gonna end up cutting this crisscrossed band at the very end, so that's why it's the only one of its color, if you were wondering. Now I'm stretching a pink rubber band across the 2 pegs and pulling 1 loop of the tealish one up and over on one side, then doing the same pull on the other side. This is going to be a simple single chain bracelet. So only 2 bands need to be on the pegs at any given time. I'm using all of the pink bands, one on top of the other, pulling both sides from the bottom over both sides of the top, and then moving on to pastel purple and doing the exact same looming method. P.S. I didn't count my bands prior to starting, so that's why I left a couple of the pink out, but I'm going to be using enough to fit my wrist comfortably. Also, I want there to be equal numbers of both colors I chose, not including the lone teal, of course. For the very last band, grab one end, pull it off the peg, then carefully remove the other loop as well. Maybe you noticed I did it backwards, oops, but now both loops of the band are secured on my hook. And I'm transferring those 2 loops onto one side of the heart charm. After the band is in place, the hook can be pulled out like so. Then I'm going to put the hook into the first pink band on the other end, meaning I'm completely ignoring the teal band. You don't have to do it this way, but I personally like the way it looks better without the starting X band or figure 8. That way both ends that get attached to the charm look exactly the same. See? very uniform. And just because it's a simple single chain doesn't mean it can't be cute, right? The second bracelet design is nearly the same as the first, except I'm going to use a metal infinity sign charm, a matching jump ring, and a couple pairs of pliers. A cat supervisor is optional, and he only gets paid for being cute because, let's face it, he actually makes production time way longer. But hey, that's the trade-off. After opening the jump ring, I'm setting it aside and gathering my rubber bands. I'm only doing one color this time, but I'm still dividing them in half. Place the first band through the charm and pinch the two ends of the band together so there are two loops. Take the second band and thread one end through those two loops. That's it. Do that again and again until half your bands are used. Then I'm trying a method I've never done before to secure the end temporarily. This involves making a twist tie holder so the bands don't come undone. I'm repeating the same steps with band placement on the other side of the infinity charm until the second rubber band chain is the exact same length as the first. Now, just as precaution, I'm securing the loose ends of this side with the twist tie as well. And this is where the jump ring gets its moment to shine, by joining all 4 loops of the two end rubber bands together. Carefully and securely close the jump ring, then finally remove the twist tie. That's it. I really love the look of adding metal hardware to rubber band bracelets. It makes them look a little bit more sophisticated in my opinion. The second kit is Rainbow Loom Chic Pop Crush. This time, the adorable acrylic charms inside have a single clear loop on top instead of 2 on the sides. And really all that means is that they'll get attached differently, and the bracelet will have a slightly different style from the previous ones. There are also rubber bands included in 4 different colors that match the design on the AutoLoom. I like that it's a popsicle, how cute. A winking popsicle. And you saw me pull out the G clips, different than C clips, and instructions too. I'm going to be making a single chain bracelet again, but I'm going to demonstrate on the AutoLoom this time. The first band, as always, is the only one that gets crisscrossed. The second goes straight across the 2 pegs. Make sure the 2 bands aren't overlapping. Then give the arrow trigger a push, and the 2 sides of the bottom white band will be pulled up and over the 2 sides of the top magenta band. Push those joined bands down to make room for the third band. I chose purple, and moving forward, the looming process will be the same over and over until the bracelet reaches your desired length. I personally enjoy using an AutoLoom to make simple bracelet designs more than the 2 pegs and a hook method. This is a lot quicker and easier for me. Plus, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I get really excited when a new AutoLoom design gets added to my collection. I have all of these different ones now, and I'm hoping to at least double them this year. There are a couple on Amazon I specifically have my eyes on. Aren't they cool? Once I get to the last band, which is this white one, I carefully remove 1 loop and move it over to the other side, so both white loops are now on a single peg together. To secure the loops, I'm using a clear easy clip from a different set, but you could also use a C clip, G clip, jump ring, etc. Super simple no matter which closure you choose. Oh, and I did cut the white band. But as I mentioned with the previous bracelet designs, this is an optional step. Either way, after the ends of the bracelet are joined together, it's time to choose a charm. I went with the white cat and am using a purple G-clip to attach the kitty to the center of my bracelet. I also make fishtail style charm bracelets, so I'm gonna show you that process with the AutoLoom now. First band, again, as always, gets placed in a figure 8 shape. Second band goes on normally, and this time a third band also gets added before the first trigger push. Every time the bottom band goes up over the top 2, press the bands down on the pegs to make room for a new third band. And every time an additional band is placed, Make sure none of the 3 layers are overlapping each other. The color pattern I went with is 5 magenta, 1 white, 1 purple, another white, 5 blue, white, purple, white, and I repeated that a few times until the bracelet grew to the length I wanted. Finishing is self-explanatory at this point in the video, but I did use a jump ring this time to join the ends of the bracelet together. Then, taking a smaller jump ring in the same gold shade, I opened that up slightly, added a pretty black bow, and attached that to the larger gold jump ring. And that's it. Again, a very simple process. And the charm options are endless. I have peace signs, hearts, owls, keys, even a hedgehog, plus more. So what about adding multiple charms to a single bracelet? Yes please. That's exactly what I'll be showing you with this Lumi Pals collectible set. I actually have 2 of these kits because one of the jobs that I was hired to do last year was a short product overview of the kit. The cool thing you'll probably notice is that both sets come with a different mix of flexible charms. So every box you open will be somewhat of a surprise. That means that these would be really fun to trade with your friends and family members for any of you who may have that opportunity. So I was thinking, since I already showed you quite a few bracelet ideas in this video, for this little tutorial part that's basically just a time lapse showing you what you already know how to do, I'm gonna make the rainbow fishtail slightly longer than I usually do. And you'll see after I'm finished with this one, instead of wearing it as a bracelet, I'm using it as a decorative accessory for my tumbler. This white one I have is one that I got from Amazon, and I'll link it in the description box using my affiliate links, along with any of the Rainbow Loom kits that are available on Amazon as well. If you're interested, you know, you can check them out if you're interested. I'm still gonna post them even if you're not. Okay. That's all the new bracelets. Oh, but actually wait. An alternative to using beads and or already made charms to decorate your bracelets is to create your own charms with rubber bands. This particular butterfly design might be a little bit big, but a bow, for example, would be so adorable. I have old tutorials on how to make other charms. These are just time-lapse, as you can see. And there's some various other tiny things like flowers. Ooh, the panda. Tutorials by A has a tutorial on that one. But yeah, there are so many different ones, animals, food, different shapes. You can get really creative with it, as you can see. I told you this video would be packed full of ideas. And the last thing I'm showing you here is an overview of all the bow charm fishtail bracelets I have made. There are 74 of these beauties so far. My goal is to get to 100 plus, so stay tuned for my progress in a future Rainbow Loom video this year. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't seen my other Rainbow Loom videos, I'm gonna link them in the description box below and the iCard up in the corner. Let me know which bracelet from this video was your absolute favorite. It was great to see you here for my first video of 2026, and there are so many more to come, definitely more than last year. I'm not gonna jinx it because there will be more videos here this year than I posted last year. That's really not gonna be a difficult feat to tackle. So I can't wait to show you what I have in store for this year. Some of the ideas I already know and others will come to me as the months go on. All right, have a great rest of the day, everyone. Bye. Not only am I going to, I can't and I don't know where to start. Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make a ton. I can't talk while I'm dropping them. Show you how to make a whoa.